The screen that looks dark?
I don't know. This might be the lights. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And happy belated Christmas, New Year. And, it's the Love Lounge. And I think we're going to Pluto.
Yeah, we're going to Pluto. Y'all coming to Pluto with us?
What strand we got today though? I don't know.
Okay, so we have something called Night Tangy from our friends down at Green Dragon Cannabis. So
Green Dragon
Cannabis.
Green Dragon Cannabis. Shout out to them. We're going to fire that glue up. You know what I'm saying? That green cannabis, right? We want to thank you all for all the support. Shout out to Toyia. Happy New Year, Toyia. I'm looking forward to the toy box. You all right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Don't seem like she all right.
Shout out to Green Tangy.
Who?
Shout out to Green Dragon Cannabis. Yeah. Night Tangy.
Oh, Night Tangy. So that's that night?
That's that night.
Let me see. So today, from my understanding, we're going to discuss abusive relationships, you know, the complex of that, and the physical, the emotional, and sexual, financial abuse. There's a whole lot of abuse out there.
Yeah.
You sure you're right?
Yeah.
You need some water?
No, my water's right here. So how do you feel about that?
Which one?
Any abuse. Any level of abuse.
I mean, honestly, I think that relationships are all about abuse.
Are they?
I think so.
Why?
Because lack of communication.
Okay.
You know, when you don't communicate in your relationship, it can become abusive. Whether it's mental, physical, financial. Like, okay, like, you sure you're all right, my nigga?
Yes, push.
What I'm saying is, like when let's say a woman go to the mall, right, and she spends. It don't matter who money it is, hers, his, ours, theirs, right, and she don't tell the nigga. Now he expecting to be a certain amount in the account, but she done spent that shit. Could that be financial abuse? Cause he think it's certain, no?
I don't know if I would say financial abuse, but more so, I would look at it as stealing because it's like you're being dishonest.
How can you steal from your wife or your significant other?
Well, when you're doing things behind their back, with the intent of not telling them, to me that's dishonesty, and it's a form of like it is a form of dishonesty, but it's like it's stealing because it's like you didn't want me to know about it. Because it's like, oh hey, by the way, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to do this, opposed to let me go and, you know what I'm saying?
So you ain't never hid nothing from your significant other?
No, I'm not saying never hid anything.
So you been stealing from your significant other then?
No.
No?
No.
Have you ever hid anything from your significant other?
Have I ever hid anything from
your significant other?
Yeah.
So you
whether
stole
it be
from
petty or
so you stole?
No, but
so you're
that's
a
a
thief.
different.
Yeah.
That's a different.
You need a mask?
How many times you gonna ask me that?
I'm just asking.
Clearly, it's from the gas.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Yeah, we'll get into that more. But to answer your question, no, I don't look at that as stealing because you're not. It's a different scenario. You know what I'm saying? You may be keeping something in your partner, like, hey, by the way, I ate some of your M&Ms, or I watched the show without telling you. You know, that could be something that's considered keeping from your spouse. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to necessarily be stealing. But what else we got on the docket?
I mean, what we gonna do? We gonna run it down like this here. Hold on, I'm gonna name my plan. Physical abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, financial abuse, and reasons that people stay in a relationship that's going to be covered is the fear, love and attachment. Isolation's a good one. You know what I'm saying? Low self-esteem. I know a lot of people with that there. And financial dependency.
Okay.
So those are some things that we're going to cover. Now listen, I'm already high.
Are you all right? Yeah.
Yes,
See,
Monica.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got that.
Yes, Monica. How many times you gonna ask me that?
I only asked you once.
All right, well then that's it. And then I want to thank each and every one of you all. It's the Love Lounge, each and every Wednesday, with one of my besties. Her name is Royce Reed. We do have Monica with these aphrodisiacs and desserts and things like that. And shout out to Toyia. I love Toyia and her dynamic when she come with these sexual toys. She really know how to spice up your sexual life. And other than that, I think that we're looking forward to...
Push, keep going.
You're messing me up. We're looking forward to a great year. Season 2 is something that we've been looking forward to. I hope we get the extensions. Who you talking to? Cameraman?
These.
At anywho, we getting ready to let y'all know what time it is. We'll catch y'all on the YouTube. Don't meet me there. Beat us there. Because we definitely going to be there. What about you? Bozos.
You're supposed to repeat. Oh my god, they're gonna go off, they're gonna leave us. There we go. Okay. TV. No, that's supposed to be muted. What's happening? It was a delayed. Okay.
They say, where's Toyia? Toyia's right there.
Happy New Year, friends!
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone!
Everything is ready?
I just left practice.
How did that go?
Say Happy New Year.
Good. Oh, Happy New Year.
Right.
Oh, look at my booty. I'm sorry.
This is our first show of the year.
It is. And we are down to 3, 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love the scenery.
Yeah. Melissa has decided to step away for
Heartbroken.
health reasons. So we wish her well, and if she ever decides that she wants to come back, we will be open to having that discussion. In the meantime, we are looking for. Are we looking for a third, or are we interviewing for? I mean, can they sit with us? Are we looking for more friends? Do we need new friends?
I mean, we don't meet them, but I mean, I think it's nice to maybe have different people come and share their perspectives and their views.
How you feel?
On sex and relationships.
I feel like we got something
I'm
to say.
open to special guests from time to time.
Okay.
I don't think that another full-time person is warranted for this particular panel. That's just my opinion. I think we good. We have special guests I'm open to. You don't have to be every week. You know what I mean? However, from time to time, I would definitely like to see someone else and get their perspective on things and the topics and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I like ballerina shoes. Where's ballerina shoes?
Ballerina socks.
Oh, socks. Excuse me. Ballerina socks. Push.
Yes.
Show the people your outfit. You're rocking with your Stacey Adams.
You think I should?
Yes. Go push. 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 Go
Get
push.
the ankles.
It ain't really nothing too special. I'm just saying that, just a little side. Not too much.
Okay.
I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I do it like this because I'm used to this.
Right. But you just had something great happen. Something that was released. Something that was just released that.
Oh, was it really?
Oh, the video shoot is out, and I'm so thankful for that. Rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop. Make sure y'all go, if you're on YouTube, go to Nisi and then look up that girl. We have the clean version, 2 versions up already up right now. I'm so thankful to Royce. Make sure y'all go do the TikTok challenge. Royce created the dance for that girl. She's always been that girl. Will continue to be just like Toyia that girl, Monica that girl, and so many of you all out there. So go ahead and give us a view, let us know how you think about it and how you feel. The video shoot and Fat Man Scoop, DJ ECD, Mike Fresh, shout out to MT Shadi from 2 Live Crew. Thanks to Devastator from Shake What Your Mama Gave You. It's been a great ride of that. I thank you, and it's been excellent start for 2025.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Snap to you, but I'm proud of you. So how long did that process take?
It took a couple years from being Fat Man Scoop co-host of Sensible Ignorance, just building a relationship with him, and then I just asked him for a favor, and he blessed me with the feature, and it just took off from there, and I'm very grateful.
Right. And so if someone wanted to contact you for other bookings, they see that girl video and then it's like, oh man, Push is the deal. Like, how can they contact you?
You gotta go through Nisi Enterprises, hit up DJ ECD. That's my manager. She takes care of all the bookings and anything like that moving forward, even with the tours and things. And so the 2025 schedule is starting out all graceful, and I'm just so thankful. It's moving good, and what God has for you, can't no man take away.
Amen.
Amen to that. Actually, I thought that was just an awesome when I saw it when you said it to us. I was like, look at my dog starting the new year off with a bang.
Straight up.
Yeah, Bush. Yeah.
It all come together. I mean, even with Royce participating, and
I know. I saw her the shirt on the video.
Yeah.
I saw people with the shirt on.
And her TikTok part with that girl. So the challenge is out there, and it's just great how when the stars align, there's nothing that the devil can do.
We can back to
I'm telling you, Bishop, Deacon Push.
I thought that enough about that. I thought that we discussing these type of differences in relationships.
Oh, we're always going to talk about relationships and sex and more relationships.
You know, I think it was more like the abuse part that mostly caught my eye on that day. And I was just asked, because I asked
These
Monica
are the
earlier.
topics that we were going to discuss today. We decided it on. And yes, you are correct. We weren't.
Oh, we're not ready yet.
Nah, you did. That was like not even
transition.
Damn.
Sorry.
Wow.
I'm just excited. I'm ready, man.
I think he was uncomfortable with the
New Year.
praise and accolades we were giving him.
Okay.
So he wanted the spotlight off him.
Got you.
It's okay. But
No, I love it. I take it. No problem. Pause.
But tonight's episode could be triggering for some people.
Yeah.
And so we should say that maybe it's not. I mean, we are going to talk about abusive relationships and the different forms of abusive relationships and what that looks like. So if that is something that triggers you, be aware. Because that is not the intent of this. And just for a disclaimer, if you are in an abusive relationship or know someone, there is an abusive hotline. There are different numbers for each state that you live in. So obviously I can't give there is one for Florida, which is where we live. So Google, abuse hotline in the state that you live in and find. I believe there is a national hotline as well, but more specifically, I think it's more resourceful to use the one designated for that state. So yeah, what does abuse look like nowadays? As it pertains to relationships, how can that manifest? How can abuse manifest in relationships?
Well, I think it first even stems from what we talked about in the last show when we were talking about conventional relationships, like from back in the day, and it was like how they would say it. A man and a woman have their place. And I think as we've evolved as just as a people, and I'm saying, and even just within our culture, I think once women started becoming more independent and men couldn't really control them like they used to, I think it then turned into a lot more verbal than physical. Because remember back in the day, like you could smack the shit out you, and it would be nothing.
The caveman days.
Yeah, now it's like, okay, well that's might send you to jail. Let me find another way. I think they play on your emotions and definitely your mental, especially if you're in like a bad state. Even like a depressed state. A lot of people like to play Captain Saver. They like projects. And then they use those projects to like,
Do you think I'm out of line? Might be too soon. Do you think that once women got the right to vote, that's when things changed?
As far as
When the woman realized that she had a voice.
I want to see what you did there. I didn't catch it first.
So abusive relationships have been around for centuries and decades. And it's simple as controlling someone else, whether it be sex, whether it be financial, whether it be, verbal abuse, undermining them and belittling them to make them feel like they're worthless. All of that is a form of abuse. And I believe that our ancestors and people that were before us many, many years, just the traditional way of life where the man was in control of everything and the woman did not have a voice. And they would use manipulative tactics to control the household. Or that's abuse. That is a form of abuse. Anytime you have to lie, manipulate, physical harm, to control, scare, to control a situation or a relationship.
Yeah, I still feel like that. With that being said, that is so true. So there will be abuse in every relationship then. Because it's all to me, it's all about balance, right? So you can verbally abuse someone, you can physically abuse them, mentally abuse them, right? And you know what I mean? So at some point it's about balancing, I mean, a man got to be dominant at some part of it. Because he is a man.
You can be dominant without being manipulative and controlling.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I was going to say, can you explain yourself better when you say there's going to be abuse in every relationship?
Right.
Give me an example.
Like an example, like bless you.
Sorry, thank you.
Like a woman might don't want to hear, right? No dishes in the sink. That's a pet peeve of mine, right? Don't go to bed with dishes in the sink.
I don't think that's
and if I hound her about that same thing all the time.
So stating your preference is not abuse.
Yeah, now if you said,
if you hit her across the head with a
right, like
wait, that's physical.
Or dragging her out the bed, or telling her she's worth it, she's nothing, she's leaving the dishes.
Right.
But that's a whole other level.
Yeah,
no, but that's
saying, honey, I don't like dishes in the sink. That's not abusive.
No.
No, I'm saying like if I hound her about that.
But how? It's the how. It's the way in which you do it.
Oh, and what you do is how you do it. Sometimes it ain't how you do it, it's who you do it with.
No. It's, no.
Just saying.
No.
Yeah, no.
Like, it's not that. Abuse is abuse.
Abuse
Regardless of who it's with.
I don't like verbal abuse. I don't like financial abuse. I don't like the physical abuse. I don't like the mental abuse. None of that. I think it should be uplifting.
Yeah.
So why do you feel every relationship contains abuse? I don't agree with that, so I'm trying to understand.
So you want to know why? Because we covered it before, and I said the reason why I believe that is because the relationships lack communication. And we covered that earlier. I think the
so lack of communication is abuse. You got to bring it full circle for me.
I just did. When you don't have good communication,
that's abuse.
It's going to be some level. It was like 9 things on that list. And I was like, damn, it wasn't. Okay, how many was on the list?
I'm not talking about the list. I'm talking about how would you. So if you're not communicating with the intent to harm a person or manipulate a person, withholding information, that can be a form of mental or psychological abuse.
Yeah,
But what if it's you're not communicating, you're lacking communication, and it's not something intentional? Then it's not abuse.
Okay, I can go with that. No problem. I can go with that. I'm just saying just some form of it. I'm not really, if it's not intentional, then it doesn't apply.
Right. But I do think now with social media, abusive relationships have become, we are now more aware of them than we have before.
Yeah. It's all on the front line.
Yeah, because
it sure is.
if people were in abusive relationships, like I can remember growing up, it was taboo. You kept it a secret. You didn't say anything. You didn't talk about it. But I do think now, folks are more aware.
Yeah.
And more taking the stand. I am ever so grateful that I've never been in a physical abusive relationship. But I do know folks that have.
Yeah.
And it is.
That shit horrible.
Yes.
Shit, I had one.
Same. But I think even allowing yourself to be in that position is because I don't even want to say you missed the signs. I'll say that you missed your exit.
That shit like double dutch.
So you're saying you have been in an abusive, was it physical or what? Or financial or mental, psychological, emotional?
She put her hands on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for that. Wait, is it okay? Are you okay to talk about it?
One night, I just think that you can get
Okay.
you get so caught up in it, and then like double dutch. You really got to have. It's a window of opportunity. You know what I mean? That you slide on out. You know. One time, like, man, I woke up, man. She had my pistol pointing at me.
Oh, we heard this.
That is the most
Season 1. We did talk about this.
So I done that, got my t-shirt. So that's got to be.
Well, how did you leave?
Yeah. How did you exit?
It wasn't that night.
Mm-hmm.
So
What?
that wasn't the night. I was in a situation.
Did you have a family? Was your family supportive? Were they aware? Did they know?
No.
Friends?
Well, I guess they know now.
I mean, while you were in it, did they
No.
know? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely no one knew that you were in that abusive relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And like we were asked, how did you leave? Like, how did you exit?
Time.
Okay, but
And you wait for that. You wait for that window of opportunity, and then you just go.
But what was your final straw?
Final straw. It was always a collection of things. The last thing that I would say that I remember, she jumped over the fence and banged at my the sliding glass door in the back, cause she thought I had a woman in there, which at that night I did not. And once that there. Like I said, I can't deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
Echoing.
Me?
You have been too close.
Maybe.
Okay.
Should I take this off?
No, you're echoing, and so we wanted to. And so, you said something that I want to kind of touch back on. You said you didn't, that particular time you didn't have another woman in the house. So, were you cheating on her?
Not that night.
That's where I was
Had
going.
you cheated on her?
I have before.
Was she abusive before you started cheating on her?
Always. She just she always got lit. I mean, it was different. I was at that time, I was in that life. You know what I mean? So it was different. So when you dating a woman in that lifestyle, you know what I mean? She was an exotic dancer. So a lot of times, there's a lot of club nights, a lot of outings, you know what I mean? It's been several nights, even she initiated the thing, with the other women, you know what I mean? And shit got out of control, I didn't realize that there was a certain rule and format to how that shit worked.
So you all didn't discuss it prior to
I didn't know about that shit. That shit was fresh, you know what I mean? But she invited girls, then the girls started coming over when she wasn't around. I didn't know that was a rule. You feel me? I didn't realize that, well, hell, she over here, You know what I mean? But she can't be over here when she ain't over here. And I just learned throughout the process. So now I know, and you gotta abide by the rules.
What's wrong?
What?
I'm hearing all this and I know what the subject is, but with what you just said, we could touch on that another time.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because, what? You didn't, okay. You didn't know that was not,
Yeah.
what?
The rules.
Can you imagine going to your man's house when you're not there?
That's the issue.
Even if we cool? Like, okay.
But she had just left
You
that
did.
morning.
But again, another topic.
That's not today. Maybe next week, 'cause, wow.
Right.
But again, your final straw was when she jumped the fence and,
Yeah.
so how was that the final straw for you but not her, since she was the one who came to your docile?
No, I decided that. I wasn't going to be able to live with that.
I'm saying that she just stopped.
No, I left.
Were you all living together?
She was living there.
In your house?
So how
No,
did she jump the fence?
we was living in a place.
Think about your story first, please.
No, ain't no story. This is the damn truth.
Okay.
Okay?
Why
Then
did
we
she jump her own
separated.
fence?
We separated.
Okay.
Okay?
And you separated because of the abuse.
It was more than just that.
I need a drink.
It's more than just that.
Okay.
Why you just, that's what I'm saying, it's like 9 things on this. That's what I'm saying, it's like it's a collection of it. She down there check all the boxes.
Yeah, that's what I said, because of the abuse. You all separated because of
Yeah, it was enough is enough.
Okay.
Like, yo, I got to get the hell away from you.
Okay.
You feel me? Because like something happened. You feel
Did you
me?
ever put your hands on her?
Yeah. Yeah, I did to defend myself. When she pointed that pistol at me, I ain't like that. I ain't like that. I ain't like that, yeah. So, I mean, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 16 today. So,
Do you poke the bear?
uh-huh.
I said, do you poke the bear?
No.
You're not one of those?
No, I don't want to. I'm too old to be fussing, fighting, and arguing. I don't even like that. I think that people need to communicate. They need to speak to one another. I think that things can be hashed out with a conversation. People don't like to have a conversation to get to the meat of the coconut or what the real is of 411 or the 212. You know what I mean? And I think if we spend more time to actually listen to one another, everybody don't want to talk. Don't nobody want to listen. You know what I mean? And I think that the world will be a better place if we really listen to each other more. And that's
Did
just
you
my
ever
opinion.
call the police on her when she was doing her
Never.
erratic, showing the displaying the erratic
Never.
behavior?
Why?
I just didn't.
Was it maybe because you felt like you're the man in the situation?
Yeah, did they believe me?
Or did it even make you feel emasculated?
I felt like I just didn't want to involve the law into our relationship. Because once you do that, you know, it's out of your control. You know what I mean? And then, you know, things just, I just don't like it that way. I think that we work it out as individuals and,
So were there a point where you felt like, okay, if it gets to this point, I'm going to have to involve the authorities?
I never even thought, that never even crossed my mind.
Man. So, well, I'm sorry that you went through that.
I mean, it happens. You know what I mean? It happens to a lot of people.
Well, I do have an important question for you. So after going through that abusive relationship, did you seek counseling? Did you get counseling?
I talk to God every day. You know, I don't need to sit down on nobody's couch. You know, when all I gotta do is depend on my God. You know what I mean? So that's where my strength comes from. I think.
When you prayed to God, you never like dropped in your spirit to go sit and talk to the lady, go sit on someone's couch and talk to them. No, that never happened. I think you should see someone.
I see God every day. I mean, how did your abusive relationship go?
Damn.
So I think it's one, I need to define what abuse looks like to me, because based on the literal definition of abuse as it pertains to relationships, I consider cheating abuse. Because you can cause harm to my body by sleeping with other people. When you bring an STD or throw off my pH. So physical harm to your partner's body, that is abuse. When you are playing on my psyche and my mental, and you are belittling me and degrading me through your actions, that is a form of mental and emotional abuse to me. And so,
Like, he smack you and shit?
I've never been in a physical, as far as being like kicked, hit, stumped, smacked, no.
Just like cheated on.
Right, lies.
And lied to.
Right, manipulation and lies and cheating and throwing off pH value. That is abusive. To do that to someone else. Yeah, giving someone an STI and yeah. When you cause harm to someone else, that's abuse.
You been through verbal abuse too?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah.
Right. But and I think it's important to grieve those relationships, to properly grieve those relationships, which is why I think you should have sought help. You should have talked to someone about it.
Oh, well, I'm perfectly fine.
I'm sure you think
I have no qualms about it, you know. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with even speaking about it, you know. So
that doesn't mean that you are healed from it.
I mean, it's a lot of things. I mean, hell, I'm still growing through my father's death. So I think that those type of things, when you have things that happen in your life, as long as you own up to it, right, and then you stay focused on what you're supposed to do, I think that you keep your spirit and your temple together, and then you will always prevail. I don't think that there's no one else that can tell you about you. I think once you look in that mirror and realize what you can deal with, what you're not going to deal with, I think that that's the most important thing. And shout out to Michael Jackson for making that song, Man in the Mirror. So.
Go talk to the lady, Bush. Go talk to the lady.
I don't know what lady talking
So
about.
do y'all think that cheating is a form of abuse?
When you put it that way, yes.
Only if you stay with the cheater. Right?
You don't.
You don't even like.
You just talking about the one time, or
No,
is it
it's
repetitive?
It doesn't matter. If it's 1 or 10, it's cheating, a form of abuse.
I'm saying when you put it the way that you put it, yes. But I mean, also it takes an emotional toll on you, especially when the reason becomes you. You know, when you're blamed, when, you know, it's a lot of, you're the reason I did this. Or it's because, you know, even maybe your physical appearance has changed. You know, it's always a finger point. It's never at themselves. And I think it's hard to notice it at first because it starts with a lot of love bombing. It starts with a lot of care and concern and even a sense of protection. And then when, you know, there's like a slight thing, like you talk about dishes in the sink.
Yeah, I don't like dishes.
No, but I'm just saying, it might be something like that where you're saying, okay, well, what if you're talking about hounding, right? So say once a week, or, you know, you see it 1 week and then you happen to leave dishes in there the second week. And instead of hounding, like what I think you're saying, like, babe, you know, remember, like, dishes, it's, didn't I tell you? No, but I'm saying that's how it starts, with a didn't I tell you.
Yeah.
or I didn't ask you to do this.
How many times I got to tell you?
But it doesn't even have to start like that. That's even the next step. But it starts with like almost like a question, and you respond almost in a loving way because it's, like, yeah, you did tell me, I'm sorry, and you start apologizing.
Yeah.
So then when it keeps happening with other things, you keep apologizing. So now that you're now blaming yourself for everything, it gets worse. But that's where it starts, or that's where at least it started with me. Mm-hmm.
That's
so
one
she
thing.
She yell at you about the toilet seat being up?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
I realized that was actually a thing. You know?
Push.
What?
You should have known that as a boy child.
I
guess he figured he's in a house full of boys. I was about to say, he grew up in a house full of dudes and Mama P.
Well, that was never a thing. The motherfucker stayed up. Shit, there's dudes in here. You ain't.
Yes.
The only reason you put it down is when you gotta take a poop.
I can understand why someone like him wouldn't think it was a big deal because he's in a house full of dudes.
No, because so you stayed locked in your house all day, every day. You never socialized in the world and been outside. Just because if you have friends or you hung out with other people or socialized, that's still like a social norm, like something that people talk about. You let the toilet seat down.
No, that's a conversation for people in relationships. Not just no, that's not true.
See, that's one for me that doesn't.
So the abusive relationship that you were in, was that your very first relationship?
No.
Okay, so the women before you didn't know to let their toilet seats down?
Well,
exactly.
No,
that's what I'm saying. That's bull.
No, most of the time. No. Most of the time.
And I know your mama taught you that.
No, most of the time they came to my house. I really didn't too much.
So you were that self-consumed push that you didn't know to let the toilet seat down?
I'm saying I know that's not what I said. I said I didn't know that was a thing that agitates a female.
Again, you were that self-consumed that's just common knowledge, general knowledge across the board.
Just like for me, it's general knowledge that
I bet we can ask.
My thing
I feel as if that's a form of abuse.
What's that?
Saying it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, better keep.
You're verbally abusing.
I believe it's a very minor form, but that is how it starts.
It's a form of this how it begins.
That's literally how it starts. I know you're not meaning it that way, but just you saying it does. No, but from you, obviously,
which part sounds abusive? Sorry.
What you just said.
Yeah, what you were saying to him. That's how you were that self-absorbed. Mm-hmm. You mean to
Yes.
Yeah, but again,
you're verbally abusing me.
Y'all taking this way out of context.
No.
Again, coming from you, I understand how you're trying to say it, but for me, just hearing that, it was a trigger to me.
Yeah.
No, but it was a.
It's
I don't
triggering.
like even using that word. I hate
trigger.
Because I don't like giving people that much power. But it reminded me of little things that I used to hear before I started being called stupid, before I started being called worthless and useless and everything else. It started with, little things like, are you really that? Are you really and I mean, even with big words. It's just
big words.
No, I'm saying in terms of not just saying stupid. You know what I'm saying?
I realized I just made bad decisions up until recently. It was trial and error. I made some bad decisions. It was some of them that I shouldn't even let get close to me like that there. I was at a different, it's always about different spaces and times that you are in your life, whether you are in your career, and life itself and how life be lifing. And then you make a bad decision, There was some of them I never should even let in my circle, in my vicinity. And that's something I got to live with, Mm-hmm. And then as I grow, I just don't make that same mistake. I can't let that get into my circle and my energy pool, So
was that the only abusive relationship that you're in?
When you said, like I said, it's been a couple of them. You know, it was only one physical one.
Yeah, one physical for
There's
me.
one physical one, the verbal one and the financial one. I had one of those.
A woman steal from you?
Yes, I've had one of those.
Oh, sorry, Bush.
I mean, it just happens in various. It happens in various shapes and forms. You know, and as you grow in life, you realize that everybody don't deserve your energy, your company, your peace. And peace of mind is something that can't be bought. So, govern yourself accordingly. Are you happy now?
You stupid. You stupid. I see what you did there. You're an idiot.
Do you care to talk about any of your life experiences?
Well, I mean, like I was just saying, like that's how it started with me. Because, I was very, very confident. I was very, prideful. I was living. I was doing everything that I wanted, to do and everything I said I was going to do. So even when I got, in the physical relationship, I felt like in the beginning, was like the star. I think I told y'all, the first real date we went on, the man and his, they knew me. Don't nobody know the magic dancers. Can you name one? Nobody has ever known them, so I felt special. And I think in that moment, it was almost like a turn, what? But that was the first date. You know what I mean? Prior to that, when it was phone conversations, it was, let me take care of you, let me do this. And I'm I used to use that saying that my mom always told me. That's old school, I'm not a kept woman, But I think over time, as the love bombing continued, and I still wanted to work, it was, well, you don't have to do that. I want to. But you don't have to, so why are you doing it? Because I enjoy it. But then it was, well, you're not spending enough time with me. So then it was the guilt trips. And still me wanting to work, but then still pursuing myself, I then get in a situation where I feel like I'm trapped.
So Jens can never be housewife.
You can never be a husband?
You too.
No, absolutely.
Oh,
I'm saying, yeah. I said that before. My thing is I still want to be able to work. My thing is my pride and joy is running my company. My pride and joy is performing, doing movies and, stuff like that. But when I'm not doing that, if I don't have a 9 to 5, I would love to just be home and, cooking and, taking care of home. I would love to do that. I'm saying I would not be the person that is against, staying home.
I think that it can be both.
I'm going to work. But that doesn't mean I can't take care of home, too. It's not like I would be leaving every day. But the thing is, my career was almost purposely halted because someone else wanted to elevate higher.
Yeah, that's hate.
Yeah, but even to this day, technically I cannot leave Florida. Until, Braylon turns 18. I was forced to stay here even though they left and went everywhere and enjoyed, and it was constant, anytime that I would book something. And now, people are like, oh, be quiet about your successes and stuff. The reason I talk now, even, is because...
You couldn't talk for 17 years.
Yeah. And I lost a lot in 17 years because I didn't say anything. And that's when you talk about abuse, it's that throw the rock, hide your hand, that... making you feel what did you do so wrong to deserve this? And, just, like I said, an elephant fighting an ant. But even when you're doing that, still being called everything in the book, and all you're out here doing is trying. So when you have someone who is not only physically harmed you, and you try and get over that, I think the hardest is like the mental and emotional, because you then have to bring yourself back to the person you used to be. That's why when I look at that picture and I say, trying to remember what this 26-year-old Royce used to feel and what she wanted to be. And I lost her because I started to feel like, well, shit, is this my fault? Am I stupid? Should I have stayed? Should I have just shut up and taken it? You know, those things, even to this day, even though I'm out here just like free, and I feel free, and even talking about my emotional stuff, like, there are still those moments where I'm like,
damn it,
what did I do?
For real.
Oh, yeah. I think we all had that. What in the world did I do to deserve
Yeah.
this sort of treatment?
I be thinking like, if I could go back to that day when I met this motherfucker.
Oh, absolutely.
What was I doing that day?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
I was going to watch The Notebook.
I be thinking when she did me dirty, like I was like, what was I? Where was I at mentally on that day to even give this some of, you know what I'm saying, my time? You know what I'm saying, for me to even get into this situation. So
Well, I
think all the way back.
I'll say I was green. I was very naive. I hadn't really been in a lot of relationships. Like, I was still with the guy I swore I was going to marry from college. You know, so I wasn't experienced. Even in the bedroom, there were things that I thought everybody was doing.
No.
You know, but I didn't like it, but I did it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even with that, like, just telling you, like, you know, people enjoy. That's why I think a lot of men get younger women, because they don't ask a lot of questions.
And they're excited.
Yeah, and I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit fire.
But like, yeah, I think it's hardest when you're dealing with what are we laughing at?
That shit fire. Like, he's sitting there reminiscing on his relationship because he done snatched him a young girl. He's speaking from.
Oh, okay, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's
yeah, see, yeah.
Experience is your best teacher. You pay for lessons.
Okay, well,
sure.
yeah. But I think it's very, telling now, especially in my situation, that when you actually do speak up, you feel better and things can happen for you, because they definitely scare you into submission. And
I definitely.
yeah. And again, even now when you question, like, shit, did I do the right thing? Like, you know, looking over your shoulder, like, I told y'all, every day, I try not to go anywhere by myself. You know what I mean? Like, it's, yeah. Yeah. But my other experience was actually more recent. It was within the past, like, 2 years. You knew about him, Tallahassee. I was so smitten. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God, this is the first person that I've really, like, cared about like that since college, you know? And I
owe him a knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, I dove into that relationship like, oh my God, yeah.
I owe him a knuckle sandwich.
Yeah. I was an Olympic swimmer for that one. I mean, I just, yeah. But it almost started immediately with him. And when you talk about his cheating, a form of it, when I opened his live and saw him trying to talk to a girl, what? You really fucking with me, and then you want to tell me when I ask you about it, you want to say, yeah, I was just on live. You were trying to holler at a girl? Nah, that's not what it was. Me and my homeboys.
That's COE.
What?
COE.
What's that?
Content over everything.
Huh?
I have no idea.
COE.
I
don't like that.
Oh, because it's hell no. I'm gonna let him. He gonna he finna say some stupid shit.
No,
he finna say some. It's basically like saying any publicity is good publicity. It's almost like saying that.
COE.
No. Anyway, so let me tell you. Let's get into it because we're talking about this form of abuse. No, but listen, this is what happened. Okay. We were dating, and I mean, again, a lot of love bombing. And then he got on a live. And I saw it come up on my thing, like, such as on live. Yeah.
Alert notification.
Yeah. So I clicked on it, and it was him sitting on the sofa, has a little do-rag on, was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, ATL? Yeah. Yeah, I bet I'll be there sometimes. Like, talking to a chick. And
she was cammed up.
Yeah. And it was a split screen, but it was like, wait, what? So I clicked off of it because clearly I clicked a highlight. Because this can't be real life.
And then you click back on.
I clicked back on, and it was the same exact thing. And I sat there and I watched it for like not even a full minute. But it was him really like shooting a shot.
You know what I would have said? Why didn't you cam up, Royce?
Anyway, I called.
Wait. Embarrass herself?
Yeah.
We're talking about Royce Reed. Why didn't you send a request to cam up? Then you would have had your answer.
The young lady probably didn't know you.
Hold on. No.
And he definitely probably wasn't going to.
Wait, who live was it? Was it their live or the other person live?
They were on live together. It still
right,
came
who was
up
at
and
the
he
top?
was on. Her.
Oh, so it was her live?
It was her live.
No. So anyway, this is what he said.
He should have sent a request.
Anyway, so I ended up calling. Because mind you, I had just spoken to him an hour like prior. And he said he was about to watch the football game. Right? Cool. So when he goes on live, I'm like, what made me even think like, oh, what he doing? To click on it even. I'm like, it's a football game. He probably with his homeboys, his cousins, his brother. They probably talking shit, watching the game. So I just clicked on it like that, even after I saw the notification, right? And then I saw that. So let's fast forward, clicked on it again. It's real life. I call him, and...
You called while you was on live?
Yes.
As she should have.
The fuck? Anyway, so I called him, and he picks up, but he all sitting up on the sofa now, like very prim and proper and shit. What's up, babe? Huh?
He answered the phone with that greeting.
Yeah.
What's up, babe?
Yeah. I'm like, were you just on live? Huh?
If you can, you can hear when they do that, they trying to think of a lie.
Were you just? Nah.
We trying to get our thoughts together. We just want to know how much you know.
Were you just on live? And he was like, oh, yeah. I was like, don't ever fucking talk to me again.
Really?
Yeah. And of course, I hung up and he kept blowing up my phone or whatever. And he was like, that's not even what it was. You tripping. Man, I can't deal with this. You always think I'm doing something. Yes. You always think it ain't even like that. And then I was like, I literally saw it with my own eyes. And this motherfucker said, nah, it was a game I was playing with my homeboys because she was trying to see who could shoot they shot the best.
I remember that part.
What?
Now, he was wrong for that one.
No, that was when I was like done.
You should not be shooting your shot at anyone on any platform for no reason. For any reason when you're in a relationship. I think that was pretty much wrong. You know. But things get tough, things get sticky. You know.
Why are you over there smiling?
Huh?
That shit was not fucking funny.
No, that wasn't funny.
He is literally over there like smirking.
Yeah, he's
like
yeah.
He just did that the wrong way.
Okay,
like city boys up.
Right.
What? Anyway. So the other thing That's the one that made me walk away. The first one, I think I remember this one. And this is another thing that they do when it comes even with the cheating and the emotional and the manipulation. They'll act like everybody still want them. Every ex still want them.
So-and-so called me, so-and-so DM me.
Yes.
So-and-so text me.
And that's what it was. Like, he'd be on the phone, man, this bitch keep texting me like, we don't even like that. And I'm like, well, block her. I did. Now she hit me up on Google numbers. Wow. Well, for a restraining order? You know, she talking about she threatening to come and get me because she want my dick. Huh? Whoa. If it's like that, I don't want it. Okay?
I wouldn't talk to my woman.
But again, that's how he's talking about this one in particular girl. And then when he started saying she was threatening, even like to come and like do something to me, he was like, yeah, no, just come and park. You're not even gonna deal with it. She don't even know where I stay. And I was like, what? You just said that you had been messing with her. He's like, well, she only been here like once. She probably don't even remember how to get here. And she definitely can't get in the building because you need a key fob. Okay. I know what happened.
She got in that building.
So we were in the bed one day watching football. And he's on his phone like this.
Oh.
So clearly you angry or something. You fight. Yes. And I'm like, what? You good? Nah, man. My homeboys, man. I can't stand, man. They getting on my nerves. And I was like, oh, what's happening? He's like, no, just some bullshit. I said, okay. Then he gets up and he exits the townhouse. Don't say nothing except I'll be back. Okay. Now I'm thinking he's been gone for 10 minutes. After I'm like checking, strolling, all this stuff. He's gone for 10 minutes. So I'm like, oh, well, he was arguing with his homeboy, so let me make sure he's okay. So I leave and I go down the hall and I go down the elevator, and where the little elevator thing is, you have to go in this little hallway before you can exit outside. Mm-hmm. So I get to that little area and I hear him yelling. And I'm like, oh shit, I can't go out this side. So I go back up the elevator, I go down the hall, I go down the other way, and I start walking down the lobby front.
To the front. And
I hear him louder. And then I get to this door and I hear him at the door. And I'm like, wait a fucking minute. And then I hear a chick. I know you fucking lying.
She was down there?
He was in somebody's apartment. Already, you're in a female's apartment. That's a problem already, right? But I'm grown now. I'm over 35, so I don't do stupid shit.
Just listen, Push. Listen.
Yeah. So I go back upstairs. I pack my shit up. I put my suitcases in my car. And I went and I sat in the staircase. And I just waited. And I listened to their conversation as much as I could hear. And then I heard him leave. I heard him go take the elevator. I heard him go to like all the way down to his apartment. I heard the door slam, come back, him come down. He went outside. He was looking. He still saw my car, obviously. He comes back in. He opens the door. He sees me in the stairs. What you doing? I am not an abusive person. I almost was that day because I asked him, what the fuck are you playing with me for? And he's like, man, what you talking about? What the fuck are you playing with me for? I'm not the one I told you from the beginning. And I'm like, whose apartment were you in? Can we just talk about this? And I'm like, still we going back and forth, and then it turns into this is why I can't talk to you. This is why we can never get through shit. You always blow things out of proportion. You always assuming. You don't know what I did? I went back upstairs. And I listened. And I listened to him tell me that this chick was the same one that he was claiming was so crazy. Couldn't get in the building unless she had a key fob and didn't remember where she lives in the building right downstairs.
That's tough.
But I became the problem because of how I reacted.
What, did you beat her up? What happened?
Why would she do that?
The fuck? What?
Wait, I'm just asking. What happened? Like, did you ever confront the bitch? Sorry.
No.
No.
For
Why would she
what?
confront her?
My issue is not with her. My issue is with him.
That's true. I was just asking.
Yeah, she owed me absolutely nothing. I didn't know her.
Did she know you were with him?
That doesn't matter.
So he says, but again, I don't know. Up until about, I'll say a month ago, like he was still like during homecoming, was going to my family, telling my family how he was gonna get me back and how much he still loved me. I know you love me too. All this stuff.
So I guess it's safe to say we have pretenders and contenders. So we have
Well, he's not even that. He's one of those love bomb abusive people because it was always a lot of cursing. It was a lot of finger pointing. It was a lot of like, you stupid as fuck, or like you being a bitch, or
They always say that to the
yeah.
That means that we know that you're on some bullshit, and we're gonna call you out on your bullshit, and you can't handle it because you are bullshit.
Yeah, I could pull up the messages right now, and y'all would be like, "What the hell?" So.
Oh, I'm sorry that you.
Yeah. I'm on
I think
this.
it's a learning experience.
Okay, so what if your very best friend came to you and said, "Friend, please don't say nothing to anybody. Do not get the authorities involved. But I'm in an abusive relationship. This man, you can see where he or she has been abused. Where it's physical, mental, emotional. Would you say something, or would you honor her request and not say anything?"
I consider myself a mandated reporter for anything, for any age, so don't tell me no shit like that. Because I wish I had told someone, because I think they would hopefully feel the same way, like, what? Now, maybe I will say, if they're, I don't even want to say that because then it's like, I feel like I'm condoning it. If it's like this one time she's telling me this and she's like, I just need somewhere to go, and he's like, he's going to calm down, like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to leave him, I love him. It's either I'm calling, I think I'm either calling or our friendship is going to have some issues. Because don't tell me no shit like that and expect me not to say anything.
They do.
Yeah.
I just learned to stay out of people's shit because in my experiences, right, when I've intervened in some stuff like that, and she says she wants out, right? I intervene because I care, right? Then within 2 days to a week, she back over there. So it'd be like, I'm not finna risk because you gonna go back anyway. You know what I mean? And then especially if I know the person, then now that causes a problem in that friendship, right?
Well, why would you want to be friends with an abuser anyway?
No, what I'm saying is if my homeboy, you know what I'm saying, not your everyday, ace boom coon, but somebody that you know, right, is dating your girl, your own girl. Now I know the girl. The dude I know somewhat of, only pretty much because she dating this motherfucker. You feel me? And now she tell me that he doing something to her, right, to the point to where she wants out. And then I intervene, right, whether it's coming over right then because she done got her bags packed and throw it, put your shit in the car, boom, whether it's you ready at least Uber or you done left your ass at the mall, whatever you trying to get, whatever the case situation is. What I'm saying is once you intervene and then she end up going back to the motherfucker anyway.
That's true. However, and I've been in a situation like that with a friend, but I still intervened. And it got to the point where they stopped telling me. Because if I'm seeing it and you're telling me this is happening, I'm going to absolutely say something. And that happened, and I knew both of them. Obviously, I was much closer to the female, but we all went to school together. And I remember one of the first times he did it, I went up to his car and I tried to whoop his ass. Like, they will tell you that. But then she went back.
Went back to him.
She did. But it also was, he wasn't picking her up from practice. You know what I'm saying? Or he wasn't around when I was around. Because don't bring him around me.
Yeah.
No, but again, even with her, I had to understand her mindset because I had been there before. You know what I'm saying? But back then, I hadn't. So I just thought it was she being stupid. Why would you go back? Like, what are you doing? But when I went through it and I think back on it, I'm like, I get why she stayed.
Yeah. That shit tough.
So why do you all feel that people stay in abusive relationships? What are the reasons why?
Because you feel like you can't do better.
It's a mental handicap.
Yeah. They literally make you feel like you cannot do better and you need them. And like when you leave, they leave you like, it's like nothing. Like not, and I don't mean like things. I mean just, yeah, like you are drained. You are like
empty.
Yeah, like you don't even know yourself anymore. You don't remember what you like to do because you only now like what they like to do. You don't remember, even, you just forget who you are. And that's why Ashley is very big on you going to see someone, because just talking about it is not therapy enough. Like, I've been in therapy forever. And even if I skip a couple weeks, or even if I've skipped a month, like, I know when I need to go back. And I very rarely skip, like, more than 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Thanks to Toyia for that. My relationship with my God is so important. We speak daily, and that's therapy enough for me. I don't need, I don't feel, the need to those other things. I deal with things as they come, and my approach is nobody knows better than the person that created me. So I'm grounded with that. And
so
I just encourage everyone to have a personal relationship with God, and with God all things are possible. So
Deacon Push, God put people here on earth to help us and assist us. And just as you need a doctor to, so you just depending on God to tell you when you're sick and what to do to get you healed. And no, you go to a doctor.
I think God gave me.
If you need public defending or legal advice or counsel, you go to a lawyer.
But doctors are not here to cure you. They're just here to keep you
No,
going.
they practice medicine.
Yeah. So God gave me the brain to look for natural remedies for cures.
So you don't go to doctors.
Research. I do go to the doctor.
Right. So
what I'm saying is, according to what they say, I do have my own brain to piggyback off of that.
Right, but you at least go and
of course you got to.
Right. So that's what I'm saying about going to therapy.
Nah, I'm all right.
So you don't think that there's a possibility of someone even using God in their abuse?
Yes. I'm telling you, you got pretenders, and then you got contenders. That's the devil coming in sheep clothing sometimes. That's a fact.
So how do you know then that you just maybe one time might need to just sit down and talk to someone else besides him? Just
besides
once.
God?
Just once.
Oh.
Just once. I'm saying about like.
I go to my mama.
Okay, well then, have you spoken to her about it? Because you're saying.
To my mom about.
Well, you say you hadn't until like today. You were like until now. That,
in terms of.
Like knowing that you had been through that.
Oh, I did speak to somebody about that before. Not my mom. My mom didn't know about that. No. I did speak to somebody else about it. Yes.
A professional?
At one point.
Or just a friend?
No, friend, that's a professional. Yeah. So, I have. It wasn't anything I kept inside for 20 years.
All right. Well, it is time, obviously.
Oh, wow. That went by fast.
We are going to go into sweet satisfaction.
Toyia.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
I'm excited. I love aphrodisiacs.
Happy New Year. Auntie missed y'all. Did y'all miss me? But anyway, welcome back to Auntie's Sweet Satisfaction. Today, Auntie has a special treat for you guys. It's called Cum Bucket. And this is my play on pecan cupcakes. They have pecans in the middle with cream cheese icing on top, finished with more pecans. I hope you like nuts because this recipe is going to be for you. So meet me on the couch with the rest of the crew and I'll see you guys soon.
Hello there, it's Toyia with Toys Toy Box. Happy New Year. Today I have something a little bit untraditional regarding the toy box. This is a kneeling mat. It is waterproof and it's also slip proof. For those of you who like to provide oral sex in the shower, this is great so that your knees are not on that hard, cold surface. You can pretty much get kneeling mats anywhere. They use them mostly for gardening, but this is a good item to use for oral pleasure in the shower. Get it, use it, tell me how you like it.
We're back. Yes. Is that here? We're on. Sir, yes, we're on. All right. So, what are we? You want to explain it again?
This is Cum Bucket.
Cum bucket?
You missed it. Cum Bucket.
Cum bucket, and what's in it again? Pecans. Okay.
I love pecans.
I like to eat my pecans separate. When you say pecan, I'm
This should be like an ASMR video. Where you're like.
I can pecans.
I like to eat the bottom.
Too?
I like to eat the bottom of my cupcakes.
Me too, yours.
I like to eat them first.
Yeah.
I've never done it like that.
Oh my gosh, I do that same thing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You took off all the pecans?
I like to eat it separate. This is my business, not push. This is my business.
They're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
We have the best in-house pastry chef, television. Ooh, ooh.
You know what would have been cool?
I like it too.
Because they're called cum buckets.
What?
If it had like something in the middle, like cheesecake.
Yeah.
That's just good.
Some of that squirt in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This is yummy.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you guys see my toy for today?
I saw it, but you're going to have to explain it.
Okay. It's a kneeling pad.
Oh.
A lily pad.
Kneeling. It's waterproof.
Oh, wow, that's fire.
So
So she just come kneel in front of you when you're on the couch and she just gives you some head?
In the shower, you know.
Right.
I thought that was
and wet and slippery
Yeah. Let me see.
and hard.
Let me see that.
Look,
This is
you
fire.
can cut it in half because, you know, sometimes people don't have. But it's also not just for women to get fellatio. It's also for men to get down and get on your knees. And
May I have this?
And yes.
I can have this?
Uh-huh.
This is fire. This is fucking fire.
Because I got you a better
Because you
one.
know, huh?
I got Monica one. I want Monica to try it.
Oh, for real?
Okay, so
I'm gonna try it tonight.
I'm going on the knees.
Yeah, hands on
And
it.
really, you can cut this in half, and like she can sit on one part, then he can be on his knees as well, giving her oral sex.
No, I ain't gonna cut it.
Okay.
I ain't gonna cut it. I just think that she wants you to slide over a little bit.
Sorry.
I gotta be able to put my knees down.
Oh, that part.
Let's see.
This is just a test.
Oh, wait, I should probably not go that way. I'm sorry. Oh, this is, okay.
It's comfortable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about you in the shower.
Yeah. Waterproof?
Don't rush her or ride her.
It's fine.
They couldn't see that part.
Yeah.
Come back.
And I say cut it in half, that way it fits in like shower caddies or like an area in your closet.
Okay.
But yeah. And then a lot of the newer showers, they're coming with the seats in them.
Yeah, with the seats.
Yeah, put that down because things are cold and hard. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or,
Them seats don't be like,
Yeah, they be hard. And they just
they
small.
like, yeah, they small. Like, I be trying to put my leg up and stuff. Like,
Can't
you know what
really
I'm
get into
saying?
it with
Yeah,
those
like, you
small
can't
seats.
really do anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this here for? Get it out of.
Yeah, taking up too much space.
yeah, and you can get them on Amazon, Walmart, Target.
We can't see them.
Oh, sorry. You can get them on Amazon and Walmart, Target, even like Home Depot and Lowe's. And then
From Marketing91.com. The top Target competitors are Walmart, Amazon, Home Depot, the Kroger Company, Costco, Kmart, Lowe's, and others.
I said the A word. I didn't say her name. I said
Thank you. Yikes.
What was that?
thank you.
Oh, keep eating. I'll be back. I have to read mine.
So yeah, Bush, you use it first. You can. Oh, question.
I'm definitely gonna
Bush,
Yes.
remember the gift I gave you, the cock ring?
Oh, I want to tell you about that.
Yes,
I think that,
so for those of you who don't know, our last episode, I gifted Push a cock ring to use, and it was one that vibrates on him and stimulates her as well. Tell us about it.
we had the conversation.
What conversation? Oh, about it. About
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you should speak about it. I don't think it's anything that you should just adding to the beer.
I like
I think
that.
that a conversation needs to be had
I like that.
beforehand. So we had the conversation, and she's agreed,
Okay.
and we're definitely going to. I think the projection date is Valentine's Day, and I think that's the day that we've decided to use it. So I'm excited
Oh, so
about
you're
that.
not going. I thought you said you already used it.
No, I did not. No, I have not used it yet.
You told me you was going to use it for
No,
New Year's.
Yeah, I ain't making New Year's.
Okay.
We ain't making New Year's.
So you're going to use it for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, because see, I was going, right,
So
because we
you
spoke about
having
it.
sex on Valentine's Day. You just know you having getting some on Valentine's Day, huh?
Yeah, kind of like birthday sex, you know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think there's certain guaranteed days, you know.
Where's her cycle?
Ain't not really guaranteed besides death and taxes. However, I think that,
Where's her cycle on?
what that mean?
Nothing.
Oh.
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think that makes a difference. Not for me.
Okay. Touche. I feel you.
Oh, you won't let a man run the red light?
No, sir.
What? No?
Hmm?
Oh, I have.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
That was like, yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna do a little bit different. I'm gonna kind of pick it back. Yeah, I'm trying to, no, we're gonna stay here. So, The question is, would you would you confront an elderly person that skipped you in line?
I can't say what I.
If you've been in that line for.
I can't say what I'm genuinely thinking.
No, that's why we're here.
Well, how many items they got in their hand?
She got a full buggy.
I would say this. It depends.
Grandma got the weight. She got some bread and some eggs and some milk. Go ahead, mama, and I'll go ahead and pay for it. If you got a whole bag, no, grandma.
Okay. Granny got to wait, huh?
Granny got to wait.
I guess it would depend on how Granny did it. And Granny just like, and depending on how elderly she is, or she got like a visible ailment.
No, it only matter how many items she got.
No, because if she did it and she had an attitude and she sized you up in the process,
so for me, I'm going to probably alert them that they skipped the line.
How you gonna do that?
And then I'm just saying no, because I'm, but still,
how would you tell
like I'd be like, excuse me, the line is back here, or there's a line. I'd probably say, yeah, and if it's that, then I'm getting my spot back. But if it's a genuine like, oh baby, I didn't know, I am so sorry.
It depends.
Then I might let her go.
I ain't going for the old baby, honey. I'm sorry. No, grandma. Take it on to the back now. Yeah, you gotta go on to the back.
What are you thinking?
If she's white, it's a no.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Sorry though.
Yeah, sorry.
No eggs. What are we doing with her?
And you know how they be on them little self-checkout lines, like, it's not really a line. You just standing there.
So no.
Yeah. That's when I see it the most. Yeah.
Granny got the weight. Fuck about that. All
right, y'all.
No about none of that, grandma. Go on back there now.
What's your grandmother? Would you want someone to do that to your granny?
They don't do that to my grandma. No, not my grandma.
My grandma
First of all, my grandma ain't finna skip the goddamn body. That's number one. That's a fact. Yeah, that's true. That's another fact.
Very true. Very true.
No, my grandma was a God-fearing individual. And
God-fearing individual.
What does that have to do with skipping the line?
God-fearing individual skip line.
No, not my grandma. My grandma don't skip no line. My grandma wait. She actually let you go in front of her.
All right. Well, anyway, y'all, that is the end of tonight's show. And, we had a good time here in front of the camera. Monica? Yeah. You should probably do it, though. Yeah. Anyway, good night, y'all. Great show.
See you next week.
It's over? You stop?
See ya.
You gotta press stop.
That cupcake was delicious. But I think that double chocolate thing.
It's too harder. Oh, we're saying get one, so. Yes. What? Toyia, when you do something, can you go to that page, specifically, print the flyer, send it in my
Grace is hilarious, and she doesn't even know.
She's not trying.
It's not cutting off, y'all. You know what I mean? We just gonna sit here until the computer unfreezes.